I'm such an interesting teacher. Okay, that's gonna be our beginning. Who wants to sit on me? It's on. Okay, hey guys. It's hard to not be distracted. I'm Mr. D. Miss Hughes here. There's a chance I'm not there today when you're watching this. I'm here today, which is Thursday, but there's a chance I'm not there the today that you're watching this right now. So I have my little volunteers and our decoration in the corner to help make sure we know what to do. Today, we're going to be talking about characterization. Good job, Emily. Emily's our trusty recorder. In your short story booklets, yours looks prettier because you have construction paper on yours. Turn to the page where it has, hang on, I'm sorry, bear with me. This, page 8, it's a character. I chose a person flossing because it is important to always remember that you need to floss. Floss your teeth. Because gum disease causes heart disease. That same plaque can lead to your heart and cause heart buildup. So we're going to take some notes kind of very quickly on this, on your paper. So what you're going to fill in your boxes is what I type in here. Is this okay, Emily? Is this driving you crazy? Are you good?
What?
All right. The first thing, these are, there are two different ways. So professional and graceful today. There are two different ways that an author can show character. One is direct characterization, right? And we talked about that already. Yeah, you're doing perfect. Direct characterization. Direct is when the author tells you, Sally is mean. Indirect is when the author shows you through like what the character does or what they say. Sally vigorously, good word choice, pushes the shopping cart. As it hits the old lady and she crumples to the ground, Sally laughs quietly. I know, right? Emily is dropping it. I feel like I have like an orange in my tooth or something. I need the flossing. Sorry, it threw me off. So indirect is when the author shows you. So direct, we don't need to explain. There's no other way to explain it. But we're going to look at the 5 different methods of indirect characterization, and that's what you guys are going to fill out on your paper. What the character says, what the character thinks, what the character does, what the character looks like, and what others say about the character. This will all make sense as we start doing it. If I'm not here, I'll be here soon, so I'll explain it. So on your paper, the first thing you want to write down, these are all types of indirect characterization. Sorry. So over here, is your arm tired? Are you okay?
No, I'm good.
Okay, thanks. I want you to write on your paper, indirect characterization. Because these are the ways the author indirectly shows you, without directly telling you Sally was mean, showing you. The first way is when what the character thinks. You need to make your font smaller so it will fit. Make sure yours fits. Oh my goodness. What the character thinks. So if you're reading about the character and the character is thinking, I really should take all of my allowance and give it to the people affected by the tornadoes instead of saving it to buy that new video game I want. Then what the character thinks shows you that character's a really generous person. That would be very nice of you. You don't need a video game. People need food. The next one, what the character thinks, the next one is, let's go to this one actually. What the character says. The next one is what the character says. So if you have a character in a novel, in Brutal Interlude, for instance, when Laurie says to him, oh, you found the big hand, and Lincoln says, huh? That shows us he's stupid. The author doesn't say he's kind of stupid, but shows us through what he says. The next one is what the character looks like. Now, this doesn't mean, that we're stereotyping people based on what they look like or that only looks matter. But at some point, what the character looks like does tell you something about them. So the author may not say he was really hot, but instead the author may say, the author may describe him by saying, perfect teeth, killer cheekbones, people stare at him on the street. That it never says like hot or attractive, but that shows us through what the character looks like that he is cute. the next one is what the character does. This is the one like in this. Okay, not folks. This is the one like in the Sally example. We know Sally is mean because she pushed the shopping cart into the old lady and then she laughed about it. So the actions that characters do show us things about them. The next one, we're almost finished, I promise. Do you need to switch out? Or are you okay?
No, I'm good.
Good job, Emily. The next one is what others say about the character. So, again, in Brutal Interlude, when Lori doesn't want to use big words in front of Lincoln because he won't understand them, her saying that, the author doesn't say Lincoln is stupid, but because Lori doesn't want to use them, doesn't want to use the big words around him, we learn through what other characters say, that's my other character, that the character is stupid. Don't forget to floss. We're almost finished. Hang in there. We're almost done. A few more notes very quickly. As there are 3 different ways you can categorize characters. It sounds confusing that there are all these different ways, but it's like an apple. An apple can be a color. It's red. It can be a shape. Round. It can be a type of food. Fruit. Very good for you. Don't talk with your mouth open. And then floss. Hang on, sorry. So characters can be categorized in different ways as well. Sorry. So you can have like a static, flat protagonist. So all 3 of these can be used to describe different characters. Mr. D, there's going to be a quiz on this afterwards. I forgot you were in here until like right this second. I'm proud of you. So for instance, a static character is, when you think about what static is, like if something has like static cling, it means it sticks to you and it doesn't come off. So a static character stays the same. It's very easy to remember because you have static stays. Alliteration. Yeah, static stays the same. So a static character stays the same. Throughout the course of the novel or the short story, they do not change at all. I mean, maybe they, are taller or something, but like they don't really change who they are as a person. Dynamic changes. They change. Something about them at the end is now different. They've come to a different conclusion in life or whatever. All right, the next 2, we've already talked about these a little bit, but a protagonist, sorry, it's easier just to do this. A protagonist is main character, good. And then that makes the antagonist, that's right. Somebody, did you say that out loud? Good job. That makes the antagonist the main character who is bad, because anti means against. All right, almost finished. A round character, these static, dynamic, protagonist, antagonists are used more often than round and flat, but I kind of want to introduce them to you guys, so if you hear them in 8th grade, you know about them. A round character is a character who is really developed with a lot of details. Sorry, fully developed. So it's a character that you learn a lot about. That has a personality that there are a lot of different dimensions to it. It's not just there's this one thing about it. Lori's character is round in Brutal Interlude. Yes, Lincoln is flat. A flat character doesn't really. It's just kind of. How do I explain this? It's just kind of not fully developed. They're just there. I spelled that wrong. I know. Hang on. Just there. Oh my gracious. Not fully developed. Just kind of there. Like Lincoln. Like you don't feel like you really know that person as well. So those are our different types of character. So what you're going to do now is you're going to get a piece of paper and it's going to have a name on it because these are the names I'm going to print out. These are actual names from the phone book that I took from the phone book a few years ago and typed up. They're really fun names like Willard Abshire, Clemon Barragan, A.W. Blankenbeckler, Carmelita Bevington, Carlton Atchley. They're just different, kind of fun names. Ronald Higginbottom. They were from Tennessee, so you probably don't know you shouldn't know any of these people. Daryl Fortenberry. You're going to have one of these characters. We're almost at it. You're going to have one of these names. And in your trusty short story booklet, where it says character sketch, you're actually going to create a character using the name you get. So if you get Edwina Guanchi, then you have to decide, okay, what is her job? What are her hobbies? Like, is she married? Family situation, like, is she married? Does she have kids? Her personality. I want you to be specific. Don't just tell me she's nice. I want you to really show me, like, tell me some details about her. This is you directly telling me about the character. Then you're going, like, if you're the author, you're directly telling me, this is her job. This is her character. Then you're going to show me, indirectly, you're going to describe what she looks like. Do not tell me tall, thin. No. I want to know details, like 6'1", can easily dunk a basketball. That's how I know somebody's tall without you telling me. So you have to indirectly show me. Then on the back is like what your character says. So if your character is really evil, if under your personality for your character you write that she's evil, then Edwina, then you need to show me she's evil through what she says. So maybe she's like, going off on somebody at CVS, like some really nice person, all of a sudden she just like blows up on them. What your character does, this shows me if your character is evil or nice or smart or funny or stupid or whatever, what your character thinks and what others say about it. So you're going to have a name, you're making up the character. Here you're directly telling me, but you want to be very specific here on personality. So don't just say nice. You can say nice, but you've also got to say nice, smart, loves little kids, wonderful, great reader, inspirational. Who are we talking about? Misty Hicks. I'm just kidding. I started thinking, wait a minute. Kidding. And then you're going to show me what that character is like in these other ones. Show me how you know she's nice through what she does. Show me how you know that she's inspirational and loves to read through what she thinks. Sound good? Yay! All right, I'm going to get a little shout out to our crew. Crew one. Crew, background crew, always helping. All right, here we go.
The 5 indirect characterization formats. Let's see. What the character thinks, what the character does, what other characters say about them. The 2 more. Let's see what the character...
Think about how you know about somebody. Like, how do you know that I'm amazing? You know it because you see me do amazing things.
Right. Seen the character in action.
You hear me think. You hear what other people say about me.
Yes.
You think thoughts about me as well. And
Yes.
the last one?
What the character does. No. What the character looks like.
I'm a stunning
Can be,
beauty.
Yes.
Oh, I was like calling her stunning.
Yes. What the character looks
I was trying
like.
to be beautiful. To give you a hint. Very good.
There's 5 types of indirect characterization.
High five. If you see Mr. D today, give him a high five. If I'm not there. You may not be watching this, anybody. All right, bye, everybody. Yay.